Hi everyone, I'm Victoria from Philadelphia, and I am now a high-ticket closer. So, what motivated me to join the high-ticket closer certification program in the first place? Well, first of all, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, but a few months ago, I was honestly completely lost. I had lost focus of my dreams, I had lost focus of my goals, I had lost focus of who I am, and to be completely honest with you, I felt really lost, okay? So I felt so lost, like I have not felt before. I remember before going to college, I was a lot more alive, but it's been about 2 or 3 years now since I've graduated university, and I have never felt so lost. I mean, I went into the corporate world, I've been working a couple of jobs, and it's just working that more than 40 hours a week to like 60 hours at times, it can be quite exhausting. So one of the main reasons why I really joined this program is to set myself free. Set myself free and get back my confidence, get back my passion, get back my drive, get back my energy, get back everything that I had when I was younger. And for some reason, I got so sucked into this world that it took it all away from me. And it took it all away from me without me realizing it, and without me realizing that it's draining me. So, one of the main reasons why I got into this program in the first place was also because of Stephen James. I've been following him for quite a few years right now, and he's helped me a lot with my mindset, with getting myself back on track, with having a morning ritual. But because of that reason, and because of that relationship I had and that trust in Stephen James, I had found Dan Lok, Seafood Dan Lok. And when I found Seafood, that's when my eyes really started to open up. I realized a lot more about the difference between passive income and actually having financial confidence. And I realized that passive income is not what I want to go for anymore because it's an illusion, okay? And I realized that what I really want is financial confidence. So one of the main things that really got me to Dan Lok's program was that wealth triangle. And that wealth triangle of having that high ticket skill is what really drove me towards this program. It also was something about Seafood Dan Lok's honesty and the way that he was really transparent while he was talking. On all of his YouTube videos, if you look at them, he's super transparent. And that's another reason why I felt this gut feeling. It was saying inside of me, you have to join this. If you want to make a change, you have to join this now. So deep down inside in my belly, I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. I'm gonna regret this if I don't do it. So that was one of the reasons that I actually got into the program. It was that deep knowledge, that deep thinking, that deep inner gut sensation. But if I do not do this now, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. And my question to myself at that time, before I, registered for the program, it was a financial stretch for me. But my question to me was, would I rather go into a little bit more of a financially difficult situation now? Or would I rather do that later in the future when I'm near retirement? Would I rather sacrifice a little bit more now, a little bit of time with my friends, my family, my boyfriend, time for myself even. Actually, you'll get more time for yourself with everything that Dan has for you. But would I rather sacrifice all of this now in order to be able to create a better future for myself later? Or is this something that I'm willing to put on hold and regret later on? Asking myself, what would have happened if I had just made that jump, made that leap of faith? So for me, those were some of the many points why I joined the High Ticket Closer program. And how is it different than any other programs I have been involved with in the past? So one huge thing that I noticed that was really different between the way Seafood Dan Lok did this program and between some of the other courses I have enrolled in the past. A lot of the past things that I've done were honestly not as valuable as this. And some of them were even more expensive. So for me, it was just like, how come during the classes and everything, I was thinking, how come I haven't found Seafood Dan sooner? And then in my head, it came to me. I was thinking, you were not ready yet, Victoria. you were not ready for this material. If this had been you 5 years ago, you wouldn't have been open enough. You wouldn't have been hungry enough to learn all of this. So honestly, it's very different. It is very different compared to a lot of the programs out there, a lot of the YouTube gurus that are out there. I mean, Dan really gives his all and everything to every single individual who really shows that they're committed. And that is something that not a lot of YouTube gurus are gonna do. So Dan is certainly transparent. He's certainly somebody that will give you a no BS attitude, and he will say it as it is. So that's one of the things that really makes it different. He's on each and every call live with you. And not only do you have Dan, but you also have Kayvon's mentorship and Desmond Su's mentorship. And for both two amazing gentlemen, rock stars at High Ticket Closing. So that's one thing that really makes it different. Another thing that really makes the High Ticket Closing program different is the family. So one thing that I was worried about before I came into the program is nobody's gonna support me. People are gonna think it's a scam. If I tell my friends that I'm doing this, they're gonna look at me and think, are you crazy, Victoria? Why are you doing this? Like, it's a scam. All they're gonna do is take your money and run. So it was very important for me to actually have a very tight family, people who will hold me accountable, people who will push me when my lower self is coming out, people who will keep me going, and people who I can lean on, because I don't have my family to really support me because we're on a different mindset. And my friends also, they might start questioning, what's going on with you? You've changed. So it's good to have those people who understand what you're going through, who have been through what you're going to. And coming into batch 2 and having those people who went through everything already in the batch 1 was just great. It was a great support for me. So I felt really welcomed in a family. I felt really included. And by all means, that was what I needed personally. So that's one thing that really makes, that's another thing actually that really makes this program very different from all the other ones available. And what surprised me the most about HTC? I think that the thing that really surprised me the most about HTC was the fact that it's not just about closing. And right now that might shock you, because you might think that you're investing into this course, or you're researching up testimonials about this course to see if you'll learn the skill of high ticket closing. And honestly, the program will teach you that. Dan will teach you that. But you're gonna have to be prepared to be a little bit more open and a lot more open to some more criticism and ability to be really transparent with yourself. I'm using that word a lot. I'm known as the transparent closer. But yes, you're gonna have to learn how to be authentic with yourself, how to be truthful with yourself and real with yourself. You're gonna have to ask yourself questions that you might not feel comfortable asking yourself. But where there's discomfort, that is where real growth occurs. So, my question to you is, I had to ask myself, am I comfortable with being uncomfortable? And that's really where I saw my growth. So one thing that surprised me about this course, HTC, is about how uncomfortable I had to get at first and not give up, but get super comfortable with being uncomfortable to reach my goals. So that was one of the big things that really struck out for me. How has Dan impacted me in a profound way? Well, basically, Dan took that little self that I had, that little devil on my shoulder telling me I'm not good enough, and he shook the bejesus out of that little devil, and he threw it flat on the ground. It still comes up my leg and up my shoulder, sometimes trying to get a hold of me. But with all the assignments, with all the self-reflection, with all the introspective assignments that he made me do, I can honestly say that that little devil, that little voice inside of my head telling me I'm not good enough, it will always come. But now I know that I have the confidence of a high-ticket closer and the confidence within myself to tell that little devil to get the heck out of here. So that's something that Dan has really gifted me with, is having more of that confidence. And as a woman, I know that having confidence may be difficult. I know that having confidence in yourself may be hard in today's day and world, but Dan will pick you up and he will give you the tools you need in order to become successful. So that's something that Dan really did for me, and I cannot thank him enough, and Kayvon and Desmond and a lot of the graduates and my classmates too, my family, that helped me do this. So side note, thank you, Sifu. And having learned these new high-income skills, where do I see myself in the next 12 months from now? Well, let's see. I see myself working with some of the best influencers in the niche of self-development. I can see myself that I have grown so much and have changed so much compared to the 3, 4, 5 years ago when I was at the lowest point in my life. And I see how much I have developed thanks to Sifu, thanks to Kayvon, thanks to Desmond, and thanks to even Steph and James. Everybody has really helped me in a huge way. And I see myself getting into that income of making 6 figures a year or more. And I see myself being an unstoppable superwoman. And that's where I see myself. I see myself being able to help my family. I see myself being able to pay off all my loans, my student debt that's still clinging onto me like an old rat. I see myself being able to continue spreading my wings and not limiting myself. This course, this class, this investment, and this family has really helped me regain that confidence that was always there. I just needed that nudge. Because I see myself having that dream home. I see myself going to meet Dan, Sifu, Kayvon, Desmond, the whole crowd in Vancouver. I see myself being able to approach people easier, and even right now, I noticed I'm not fighting my life anymore. I have abundance all around me, and that's the best gift. I see myself having abundance until the day I die. So that's where I see myself. And okay, this is a question that kind of gets to me. Because basically it's asking if someone is skeptical about the HTC family or feels the investment is a big stretch for them, what would you say to them? What would I say to them? Well, here's what I have to say to you. Okay? If it's a big stretch for you, I know. I know because I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I've seen how difficult that journey is in order to invest in yourself and be able to take that leap of faith and be able to actually go on that journey, trusting yourself and trusting your soul, trusting yourself as a person, trusting your gut instinct and knowing what you want. I know that it's difficult, but in the end of that difficulty, would you want to have those challenges overcome in order to get to the point where you actually want to be? Or would you rather live with regret for the rest of your life for not investing in HTC and stepping up your game, stepping up your skills, stepping up your confidence, stepping up who you are as a human being and what value you have to give to this world? You have so much potential, okay? And I'm speaking this because I had to say this to myself in the mirror. But you have so much potential that you don't even know about yet. You have to let go of that little devil on your shoulder, and you have to just let yourself be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So, tell me, are you gonna be okay with being uncomfortable for a little bit? That little bit that can actually change your life completely. And 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, you're gonna be able to look back and say, I am so glad I made that decision because it was the best decision of my life because it did this, and this. Things I have never dreamt of achieving before. So my question is to you, the ball is in your hands. Where will you take it from here? Are you gonna keep dabbling? Are you gonna keep wondering, what should I do? Well, I'm not good enough, I'm scared. What will my friends think of me? What will my family think of me? Well, guess what? You have one life, and that one life is all that you get. Are you gonna make the most of it? Or are you gonna live in fear? Because I can tell you now, living in fear got me nowhere. It actually got me into more fear and more inability to be confident. So, pick up that game. Pick up yourself. Whatever happened in the past, forgive yourself for it. That doesn't define you. Okay? I hope to see you in the family, in the high ticket closing family. And I can't wait to see you succeed too. So, before I finish this off, I just want to say thank you, Seafood, Dan Locke. Thank you, K Von K. Thank you, Desmond Sue. Thank you to the amazing HTC family, the amazing HTC inner circle that I'm now finally a part of. And thank you to all the members of the family who have helped me go through this journey. I can't wait to see what the future holds and keep kicking our goals and driving ourselves to the fullest and living our dreams.